think San Antonio, not a big surprise. Like they're not gonna, come into the semis or make it to the finals. But I think Spurs are gonna do well this year. I think that they're gonna be in the play-in or playoffs. I think they're gonna be no playoffs is too high because there's a lot of teams. They're gonna be eighth place. They're gonna be in the play-in in eighth
Eighth
place.
place. So hold on. Are you saying they're going to finish eighth, or they're going to finish ninth or 10th and then leap to eighth? Because that matters, I think.
Okay, I think they're gonna finish eighth.
Wow. Okay, so you're saying so. Where is that coming from? Because the only thing they really added was like a 38-year-old Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, who's kind of like Buddy Hield, where he's kind of getting like thrown around the league. Like, where does this 4 or 5 spots come from?
Yeah, I think it comes from the fact that Wemby's gonna get like adding um Harrison and CP is gonna help them. Like they had a young roster. You're gonna get 2 years out of these guys, but they're gonna help your team, right? Um, Wemby's gonna get 35, 40 minutes a game, right?
You think so?
He's gonna get 35 a game. I think they've realized that like this process is right now. Like it's not like 4
True.
years down the road. I think they realized that they could potentially like if they made just the right moves.
Hmm.
I don't know what they have in terms of salary or picks or whatever, but if they made like one or two really good moves, they'd be up there. They'd be up there. And I think Wemby's going to take a big leap. I think he's going to be in the running for most improved player. Just even based off the minutes that he's going to get. Like his numbers are going to go up. He's going to be dropping 28 a game. He's going to get the 12, 13 rebounds a game. He's going to get 4 or 5 blocks a game. He's going to get 2 steals a game, right? And he's going to cause havoc because he's going to be on the court longer for him to slow down the other teams a lot more,
Hmm.
right? Um, just that, and then even the fact that like watching them play with who they were last year, they were like one or two like there's some games that they just barely lost. Like there's some that they pulled out of nowhere. Like I remember they beat Phoenix a couple times, and
Denver.
they beat the Bucks in Denver, right? So they won some anomalies, which is kind of surprising. But I think like the gap that they like, if I had to look at it like a plus minus, like their plus minus went from plus 12 or whatever, where like they would be like, okay, we're gonna lose by 12 every night, to about plus 4. So I think
16-point
they're
difference.
losing 8 points. Like I don't know, like I'm just throwing numbers out, like just to give you an idea. Like their plus minus went from double digits to single digits.
Yeah.
So the games, the deviation for a lot of games is going to be much closer. So they're going to be in competition to win a lot more games. They may not win them all, but they're going to be right there, and they're going to lose a lot of games by like 5 or 7, something like
Mm.
that. Right. So I think the veteranship, the more time from Wemby is gonna do. It's gonna that's a compounded effect. You're gonna get more from him on the offense side, and you're gonna get more from him on the defense side, just because he's playing more minutes. Sohan is pretty good. I like him how he plays. Champagny is a really good player.
He's okay.
Raptors, I don't know, bro. Like I
Like,
think
like
Raptors and Spurs have this like cartel agreement because we're
the,
just
the players go
swapping
back and forth.
players for the
Hmm.
past 5 years and
But
swapping coaches, and coaches is coming from here, and oh yeah, he's my dad or some shit like that. Like, like
okay.
they're kind of closely knit, right? So I think, yeah, he was a good player when they picked him for a reason, and I think Spurs see something in him as well, and I just see like Spurs really know how to develop a good young player, so I think he's gonna have a really good year. Um, I just hope that they find. I'm gonna take a little bit deeper look at the roster, but I think just those changes around Wemby, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy.
So Spurs in the playoffs. Okay. I hear you. No, I hear you. I'm just saying, I hear you. Like, I'm not gonna hate because everything you're saying is correct. Like, Wemby should get more minutes, which means more production and stuff like that. I just, I'm just not 100% sold on Wemby being the player that everybody says he should be. I'm not sold on him being that guy yet. In
Mm,
year two, um, most times than not, most guys who make that jump, it's usually from year 2 to 3. Um,
yeah,
Second year players don't really win most improved player the award or whatever. Um, I don't know. I just don't see it right now. Um, Wemby is generational. He's a generational talent. He has the height and everything like that, but I just don't think he has that talent to bring you. Because, bro, we named 7 players or 7 teams anyways. I told you that was better than the Lakers. Then we named another two teams, including the Lakers. So that's
Hmm.
10 teams already. And then Houston, like who knows what they're gonna do. So like, who do you have dropping out? Like I don't know if you remember last year's standings 1 to 10, but like who do you have dropping out of that 1 to 10 slot for San Antonio to kind of creep into that playoff picture,
Suns.
whatever?
Suns are going to
What?
be ninth or 10th. Who's on the Suns?
Wow.
Remind me who's on the Suns. Booker
That
and,
kid,
and, and Durant?
Booker, Durant, Beal, Ty Jones, Royce O'Neal.